New this morning, one person died in a serious rollover crash early this morning in Gresham. Fox 12's Drew Reeves was at the scene all morning and has the latest.
The roads are all back open out here on West Powell Boulevard. The only evidence that a crash had even happened is the broken fence boards. That crash happening at the intersection of West Powell and Southwest Florence Avenue. That crash happened around 4 o'clock this morning. Neighbors told me that's when they heard the crashing sound and a few minutes later saw police lights and knew that there had been a crash. Gresham police say the crash only involved one vehicle and the driver was also the only person involved. They say they still don't know why that driver crashed, but that they flipped the car, crashing into the fence and a tree and taking out a street sign. They say the driver was thrown from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. Neighbors say that they regularly hear cars driving too fast on West Powell, and were not surprised to hear about this crash this morning. Cleaning crews have since cleaned up the debris out here and replaced that street sign, and police had this area blocked off for hours as they investigated. Of course, the reason that car crashed still part of the investigation. As we learn more, we'll continue to keep you updated on TV and online at kptv.com. Reporting in Gresham, Drew Reeves. Good day, Oregon.